Your Eminence, Cardinal Dolan, respected clergy, Mayor Adams, Governor Hochul, Los Padres de Police Officer Wilbert Mora, Gabina, Badui, Hermana Karina, y Hermanos Wilson y Jonathan, extended family and friends, members of the 3-2 Precinct, Officer Mora's Police Academy Company 1865, police officers across our cities, communities, every New Yorker and person across this country mourning with us today. On behalf of the entire New York City Police Department, I extend to you nuestras más profundas condolencias. Even among the city's skyscrapers, scaffolding, and buildings, at 6 feet 3 inches tall, police officer Wilbert Mora was still a giant. His mother called him King Kong, and her strapping big boy. With his family at an early age, like the fabled character, he too found his way to the Empire State. And today we find ourselves here, where no one should ever be for the reasons that we are. An ocean of officers shouldn't have lined streets for the second time in 5 days to mourn the appalling loss of a 27-year-old son and brother, gathered in and around a place that so grandly represents the enormity of faith. But the term faith is not just for the religious. It's weaved into everything we do. We just may call it something else. Police officer Wilbert Mora's family trusted that he, a beloved young man that they sent off to serve this city, would return home to them. He always did. His colleagues in the 3-2 Precinct had the expectation that he would work with them another day. He never failed to do so in the past. He absolutely loved this job. With a kind, gentle soul and an infectious laugh, he cared deeply about his family and truly valued his friends. An army of them stood vigil in the silent halls of Harlem Hospital, never once leaving his side. They hoped he'd come back because he always wanted to give back. Born in the Dominican Republic, Wilbert and his family came to this country for an opportunity, safety, and security, and the better life that so many in this city work for and deserve every day. Attending John Jay College set him on the course for public service. He then volunteered to make our city safe. He was convinced he could do just that. Wilbert was the perfect candidate to join the NYPD. No one had to tell him to become a police officer. It was all he ever wanted to do. It was the most loved, significant, inextricable part of his life. I'm told the only close second was his PlayStation 5. But the threatening forces he'd face on the screen were nothing like the malevolence that would take Wilbert Mora and Jason Rivera from our lives. With his combination of strength and compassion, Wilbert served this department bravely, honorably, as a colossal symbol of promise, not for the size of his frame, but for the goodness in his heart. He was a true leader, a proud member of the NYPD Cadet Corps, an outstanding police recruit, an exceptional officer, and the first generation of his family to join a profession that asks courageous men and women to leave their own families every day to protect and help someone else's. Just as Wilbert and Jason did when they gave their lives in service of this city. They have my deepest respect and New York's immeasurable gratitude. And it is my honor and privilege today to promote Wilbert Mora to Detective First Grade. Detectives Wilbert Mora and Jason Rivera were gifts we never got to keep. That piercing sound you heard on a cold night last week was the wail of a mother whose faith in everything good and fair in this world had been shaken to her soul. I hope the whole city heard her. Even if you speak no Spanish, you understood every word that she said. Inconsolable grief needs no translation. The NYPD is the most storied police department in the world. Our chapters chronicle when we are bowed, but even in deep mourning, we are never broken. This moment, this time, is in all hands. The story of the NYPD and this city is revered because when we are tested, we triumph. It's riveting because when we are battered, we get up. The incomprehensible tragedy of this loss, this execution, devastates a family, rocks the soul of a department, touches the heart of a nation, and tests the faith of this city. But the NYPD stands tall. We always do. With a few tens of thousands of our brothers and sisters, friends and communities lending broad shoulders, standing side by side in support. Even through the tragedy of Detectives Mora and Rivera, the NYPD will always believe in New York City. And we know that no matter how you refer to faith, the Mora family can hold within themselves the wholehearted promise that the men and women of the NYPD, the daughters and sons of this city, will forever honor the sacrifice of their own. And we will humbly, unwaveringly, and faithfully carry on the towering and enduring legacy of Detective First Grade Wilbert Mora. Familia Mora, gracias por compartir a Wilbert con nosotros. Siempre estaremos a su lado. We are your family for life. Fidelis ad mortem. Thank you.